rocking those. Nobody even bothered to ask me, hey, why is Jesus on your pants?
So what's the vibe? The evil vibe? The bad vibe? Because Satan is literally a bad vibe.
There's only so many different types of images that you could really use. Why are you passionate? You didn't even light it.
Is all that? I don't get you sitting on that
There's only so many like images from that period in terms of like old shit. It's like the same reason why the Sistine Chapel looks cool, man. It's just some old art. And the devil too is just badass.
Why is the devil badass? I really want to know this.
You ever see like a Slayer shirt?
Yeah.
That shit's tight. It's a bunch of evil shit. It looks cool. Cannibal Corpse. All these metal bands who rap or who make music with evil shit, it looks tight. It looks so tight that black kids wear it from fucking Urban Outfitters that don't even know what the fuck it is.
Is Slayer satanic imagery or is it just like the font? I don't think they have like actual goat heads and Satan tattoos and upside down crosses.
It's a lot of evil shit.
Yeah.
Waiting for the homie.
Because it's cool. Meanwhile, on the other hand, there's no good music about God.
Donda's amazing. That's not true.
No, it's not.
Donda's a great album. Jesus is King. I've been listening to that on repeat.
That's the only religious music you're familiar with?
I like gospel music.
Okay.
I like rappers that believe in God. Tupac talks about murder a lot, but he talks about God sometimes. 50 Cent raps about God sometimes. A lot of rappers don't go fully into it, but I've been listening to Donda and Jesus is King on repeat. Every hour, every minute. It makes me feel better. When I listen to devil music, I feel my vibrations lower. Like
Marilyn Manson, the beautiful big bad, the beautiful big bad.
Yeah, like, and then you're in your car and you're like,
yeah, headbanging, getting into it.
Yeah, but there's something negative about it.
It's like the same way I can listen to like a Kushesky song about sliding on my ops, spinning the block and shit.
You're not thinking about anything positive when you do that.
It's like watching a horror movie.
Did you watch the Jeffrey Dahmer thing?
I watched the first episode.
I think that shit is sick. I think that shit is terrible.
I don't think anybody's in denial about the fact that it's sick, right? He was a fucking dude killing.
It's sick that there's a Netflix show about it. That everybody worships them and all these girls are obsessed with it. The fact that you probably like producer girl, are you obsessed with? Do you watch murder documentaries? Yeah.
I like how he's just stereotyping Sydney.
Well, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Like every girl watches these murder crime documentaries. Like a girl's falling asleep watching it. Just on the plane here, this girl was falling asleep watching Jeffrey Dahmer eating bodies on Netflix. Like, why are people falling asleep to this?
Because there's a crisis in masculinity. Men are being encouraged to just be this weak, emaciated version of themselves, right? And so at the same time in history, we're finding women drawn to like portrayals of the most extreme evil men who've ever walked the face of the planet.
That's a good point. But it's all a symptom of something negative. It's all a symptom of a godless country, of satanic ideas being pushed on people. The fact that girls are upset, men are becoming weaker, women are becoming stronger, the household's getting messed up, there's no more God, there's more porn, there's more OnlyFans.
At a time when women feel less oppression than ever, they, for some reason, have become obsessed with watching these portrayals of basically men who would.
Waiting on the homie Vic Slang Hope.
Hey, I'm not saying I understand it. I can think of a few
That's a great point. Are you insinuating that women inherently want to be afraid a little bit? They want to live in some sort of fear? Because that's the whole point of watching a murder documentary, is that it triggers their emotions. Oh my God, this is terrible. And they can fall asleep to it. They kind of like feeling emotionally scared. And if it doesn't happen in real life, because if your life is like, if you're in wartime, if you're in Iraq, you're in Syria, you're not watching murder documentaries, you're not watching Jeffrey Dahmer. Your world is already, you need to relax. You're gonna watch like Adventure Time.
Like it's a horrible feeling when I ask like a gang member, have you seen this show? And it's like a gang related show. And they are like, no, I don't fucking spend my time sitting around watching like, especially like an older dude, who's like been through it all, had a shitload of his family members killed, whatever. And he's just like, doesn't want to spend his free time watching content about the shit that he basically went through. And I'm over here enjoying the show. Think it's dope because I didn't directly live through it.
Yeah, I think we're turning real life experiences into entertainment too much. I mean, you see it on this podcast too, like the amount of gang members that come on here, and the drill music is becoming more popular. And it sounds dope. I'm not gonna lie. drill music sounds really good. Demonic music is addicting to listen to. It's fun, but it's fun because it's real.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like hearing imaginary stuff. Anything that's popping off on Netflix is a real life documentary now. And there's still families of these victims out there for Jeffrey Dahmer. Imagine them seeing that happen.
Oh yeah, I feel terrible for them.
But everybody still indulges.
Like, I know a girl who lost her fiance recently, died. And when it happened, like, she's kind of a public figure, he's kind of a public figure, but they're not like huge names. And when it happened, for a moment, I was like, oh, fuck, it's going to be all in the media and shit. And then it wasn't. They just didn't really figure it out. They didn't put it together. Because if they had, it would have been a fucking good story. And I was so happy for her that she did not get covered in the media, because what she went through, losing her fiance, would have been so much worse if
and social media.
Yeah, and having to read comment sections of people passing judgment on her,
Conspiracy theories.
100%
updated.
exactly.